Welcome to LeapThru. In this video, we'll begin with an introduction to using a smartwatch on LeapThru's LeapConnect platform. In doing so, we'll cover the following topics. For starters, we'll begin with a brief introduction covering some of the benefits of using a smartwatch with LeapConnect, as well as address some common concerns. In the next video, for those who have not used a smartwatch before, we'll review how to set up a smartwatch for the first time out of the box. If you've already done this step, or have selected to have LeapThru deliver a preset of smartwatch, then you may not need to review the second or third video. In the third video, we'll show you how to install and connect the LeapThru smartwatch application and link it to your LeapConnect account. This only takes a few minutes. At this time, LeapConnect is compatible with most any Wear OS smartwatch. Our intention is to expand compatibility with Apple Watches and other smartwatches in the near future. To learn more about smartwatch-related features, see LeapThru's Help section and related videos on LeapThru.com. So let's talk about some of the benefits of connecting a smartwatch to the LeapConnect platform. First, let's talk about the reasons for using a smartwatch. At LeapThru, we're here to help loved ones maintain their independence and to bring insight, information, and support tools to family, friends, and care professionals. The smartwatch helps us do both by providing meaningful information about a loved one, such as activity level, heart rate, and movement throughout the day. On the screen here, we're seeing some sample care alert notifications that may get triggered if a care recipient is wearing a smartwatch. That information is put together in LeapConnect with other data to provide context and care notifications around how a loved one might be doing. While a smartphone can also provide activity data, smartwatches that tend to remain on a person's wrist all day can capture more activity information. The smartwatch is also a good way to engage with a loved one if they do not have their smartphone on them. Automated medication reminders can help with medications. General reminders that are sent remotely from family or other care team members can help someone keep current with upcoming tasks or events. Automated wellness check-ins can help monitor someone's pain, injuries, or chronic conditions, or just their general well-being. Wear OS has many different styles and options to choose from. In picking a smartwatch, we would suggest ideally picking one that can connect not only via Bluetooth, but as well with Wi-Fi, and if possible, cellular. The reason being is that those watches have the highest opportunity for maintaining a real-time or as near real-time a connection as possible, given that they can connect in a variety of different circumstances. It's also worth mentioning that smartwatches can be fun and enjoyable to use really at any age. You can use the watch to see photos on the watch face, and there are hundreds, if not thousands, of watch faces that you can select from to change it up. You can look at the weather. You can see how many steps you've traveled in the day. There are hundreds of apps that you can download for all different kinds of things that you might be interested in. So the smartwatch, for many reasons, can be very beneficial to use. We'll now talk about several common concerns. Using any new technology or gadget can be understandably uncomfortable or disconcerting. In this section, we'll cover some common concerns and objections to getting a smartwatch. As we noted earlier in the video, using a smartwatch with LeapThru is optional, but it can be very helpful to the care recipient and it can provide meaningful information to the care team. We've engaged with people of all ages who successfully, regularly use a smartwatch. In this section and throughout the video, we'll try to address some of the major concerns that have been voiced, including by people who were apprehensive at first but then still became successful adopters. We will provide thoughts on overcoming some of those concerns and some tips and tricks we've found useful as well. The first concern, that smartwatches can be difficult to learn or to use, really seems to break down into two categories. The first is physical, which has to do with maybe charging the phone or fastening the watch to your wrist. The second is actually using the watch. In terms of the physical, with regard to charging, Many, if not most, recent smartwatches have a magnetic charger that makes placing the watch on the charger self-guiding. It essentially snaps into place. With regard to watch band, if someone has difficulty with fastening the watch band, the band can usually be swapped for an elastic band or a snap-in-place or a Velcro alternative, which can be purchased pretty readily online. Most bands seem to be standard watch widths that can be substituted. In terms of using the watch, there is a small learning curve, but after about 10 or 15 minutes of using it and going through the tutorial, many people find that it is fairly comfortable to use. We would suggest going through the tutorial that comes with the watch and can be re-accessed in the settings section, as well as adjusting some of the different accessibility features that help make the watch more comfortable to use. As you can see in the settings area, you can increase the brightness of the display, you can increase the font size, there is a magnification capability that you can enable. As well, you can adjust the vibration pattern or the sound with regards to notifications. You can enable Google Assist for voice assist. You can also change the watch face to photos of friends or family. Action tiles are customizable watch widgets for calendar or heart rate or steps or other things that might be of interest that can also be set up for quick access. Here's an example of a LeapThru bed reminder with large font, simple text, and big buttons. So there are a number of different areas that you can adjust to make the watch more comfortable and enjoyable to use. Another common concern is that a smartwatch can be challenging to set up. It takes 10 to 15 minutes to set up the smartwatch initially. The process is fairly straightforward with a wizard-style guide along the way. In the next video, we'll walk you through that process step by step and give you some tips and tricks along the way. Smartwatches are generally a little bit more bulky than regular watches. That said, in recent years, they've gotten much thinner and become more stylized. One of the reasons we integrated first with Wear OS was there are several manufacturers and styles for men and women to choose from, and their price point is generally materially lower than some of the other manufacturers. Which leads to the next common concern, price. It's not exact, but smartwatch prices tend to range from around $100 to over $500. Wear OS smartwatches tend to range between $100 and $300. The upper price range may be for higher-end brands or special features like cellular connectivity. If you're connecting to LeapThru through one of our partners, they may be providing a smartwatch at a reduced cost or at no cost to you, as well as potentially other kinds of connected devices. If you fall in this category, see your invitation for any related details. The smartwatch does generally need to be charged once a day. The good news is it only takes about an hour. Placing the watch on the charger before bed may be a good routine. Alternatively, if you're using the watch to help observe sleeping patterns and nighttime behavior, you may prefer to charge the watch in the morning or while eating breakfast or something. So that concludes this introduction. In the next video, we'll walk through how to set up a Wear OS smartwatch for the first time.